Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another Ghetto Coalition video. Oh my god, isn't this the dude? Isn't this the dude who I played against on Mudfight who got really mad? Oh, I think it's the same person. Or at least we know it's not a healer rush. um hang on. I have to just fact check since he just said he's a big fan. But I'm pretty sure it was him, right? Hang on, where's the video? Yes, it is. Well, at least he's a good sport about it. So there's that. I can understand that emotions might run high in these kind of matches. It was funny, still, but it's not that I can't understand him being salty. Anyways, back to what I was gonna say. Originally, I wanted to first go over the deck and building it very quickly. Pause the recording and then search for a rank game, but I searched for like 40 minutes or something and didn't find a rank game, and then it was like, yeah, whatever. That was 2 days ago, and now I immediately searched for rank game and basically got one right away, so that's very nice. I'll just go over the deck afterwards. Ghetto Coalition, yes, probably what I should have said first. North Korea and East Germany. Certainly, East Germany is pretty solid. I think East Germany usually gives you some pretty nice units. Modschutz and LSTR, which are unfortunately prototyped. And so just, I think outside of LSTR and Modschutz themselves, nothing really outstanding. Just a lot of basic stuff is covered. You have okay tanks, not amazing, but they're usable. You have decent AA, you have a 4 AG mortar, a 5 AG, even though I'm using a different one. You have shock recon infantry. You have some very solid things. And like I said, outside of LSTR and Modschutz, there's nothing really too outstanding, but the basics are there. And me personally, I'm usually someone who prefers having, basics covered rather than some big holes, but some exceptional units here and there. I prefer decks that are kind of like, jack of all trades, master of none type of thing. So yeah. Anyways. First let's start the deployment. I think we're close range focused, so I think we should go for this. Basically, you can go everywhere since this map is relatively small. Oh god, he's not waiting. Please wait. Please wait. He's not waiting. No, I thought you're nice. Oh god, this is horrible. Oh god, this is bad. This is bad. Oh my god. I won't forgive you for that. Well, you just made the worst mistake of your life, mister. I'm just kidding. I forgot what I was gonna say because I panicked. I bought 2 motors. Oh my god. Well, it's no. I need to there. I accidentally gave them a shift move command. Actually, no, I need them here because I have no other defenses. Ah! I'm panicking! No, voice cracking! Ah! Oh, well. Wait, did I? Oh no, there's the other 2 squads. Well, at least this might Cepha be. Oh my. It's just 5 position in here for now. I can one-shot at Cepha with my Osa, so that's good. Please Osa hint. But those are Maglans. Oh, the Osa just completely whiffed. Oh, that's always very cool. Oh my god, I can still not spot them. Well, he's playing Israel, so that's clear, although it was before already, of course, but we don't have any bombers. Also, that'll mean that forest fights are gonna be a pain in the ass for us. Buy some supply trucks. Get some stuff around here. What's it? It's a Magach? Well, it's a dead tank, that's for sure. Okay, lost my units here. I forgot about that, so that's very nice. With that I mean, obviously it's not nice at all. Get another scout going. Get some. Fences as well. Rough start, rough start. But we should be able to stabilize at least. He doesn't have the Zelda support, so his Roid are getting completely wrecked. Zelda should be empty, you know, probably those Zeldas, so my type 80s should have no issue. Let's get some Bantangs for this town. What a fool, he's smoking off when I don't even have anything in any 80 gems in that building yet. What a fool! Actually, let's give you a few rounds. Oh, okay, those are just. I thought first that those might be recon infantry, but. Eglin. How about that? Get another T-72M1. Get some SU-100s. I had a +2 tech for a while. Oh no, 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 no. The other T-72 is detracked. It's not good at all. Actually, no, you stay in a building, you get in there. You're very sneaky. Enough from the CV, probably. I think it could have the regular. Ah, shit, it's too slow. Oh no, that was the detracked one. Oh no, 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 that was. I tried to draw fire first with the infantry, but the infantry moved up too slow, so that was really, really bad from my side. That was just badly microed. The idea was fine. The execution was just really bad. Spire Hind. Should at least slow him down. I haven't seen any AA from him yet. So. Oh no, he has a Magach helping, that's not very nice. Right, at least he's arrived, and I know the Maglans are dead. That's the most important thing here. Maybe I can do something with these here though. They do have quite some nice AT weapons at least. Not amazing, but they're nice. But that's AA. Can't quite reach it yet, and it's just gonna wreck me if I get out in the open. Alright, I managed to get these Bantangs into here, which is very nice. Let's repair those Yagok Day, it's worth it. with the supply that we have. Don't have a fob. We have to be careful with that MI24. This is Zelda. Get the bag and move up the SC100. Get some AA going here. Just a bit. Against like Cephas, and then like don't have any other ATGM other than the Bantangs. So can't really put like a Conqueror's vehicle or anything there. I should watch out here. Might want to get an FJB. Try to not allow him to get in here, but I think he's just playing it defensively here with the Zelda, the Zephyr. Seems like he doesn't really want to push there. At least not just yet. Not have you there. Completely hovering out in the open. Wait on 1 HP. Merkava on low HP. You know, it's unlikely, but in theory, could potentially finish it off. You never know. Zephyr to hunt down my Day, probably. I am actually now in a decent position again because he slowed down his assault there. And on the MG again. Should we have to defend against the Zephyr there? He's not very aggressive at all. There's the Merkava again. Repaired it quickly, so he's probably using 15-point supply trucks. He didn't resupply fuel though. You saw that the fuel number was yellow. You know, in case you didn't know. Even though you can't see the fuel amount, you can see the color. So if it's red, you know there's no fuel left. And if it's yellow, you know there's not a lot of fuel left. Oversight by Eugen, obviously. Or never bothered to fix it, but worth mentioning. Alright, I am going to buy the Hind here now. Oh god, that's a lot more shit than I thought there is. I could win. No, I'm not anymore. Exactly the thing that I didn't want to happen happened. Because I microed badly. And the thing was my infantry getting panicked. I'm probably gonna get a tank sweep for feeder next. Get wrecked here. By type 80 here. I'm gonna give up that force. I'm gonna try to focus on this and just play defensively in Gregory and hope to not allow him to get into Boris while holding Fedor and Gregory. Yeah, let's get RCV. It's only taking with +1 until ours arrives, so nothing too outstanding. It's just hover the Hind here. What's a Barak 2? Interesting. I don't have strong planes, so honestly I don't mind this as long as it just doesn't keep sniping my helicopters for free. So let's just keep this hovering low over there, move you there and repair the Hind. Gave this up again. I still had one Roid squad that I am annoyed about. Let's get another Osa. Let's put it like in here. There's, unless he puts Maglin in here, which I shouldn't allow, he won't be able to really do much against it in terms of direct fire. Oh, gonna be safe there, as well as in a somewhat central position. And Nafa, that's Maglins. Get some SU-100s just as fire support. Like a PT-76 as well here. Annoyed by the one Rovite squad. Might make putting a CV here a bit annoying, until I kill it. Zephyr again. T-72 should be pretty safe here. It's in an obvious position, but it's obviously a tank. And I'm gonna keep it like here so I can quickly move out of the forest. That's a Merkava that just killed a 5-point transport. That's Hovet or Machbet. Spag. Looks like a Machbet. You saw the little thing where the stingers are in. The little box, if you want to call it that. He knows those Rovite are spotted, so he's moving them back. Exceptional stealth, very nice. I don't have artillery or bombers, so I don't want to be aggressive. I know it's gonna be annoying, but when I can't really stun, panic his units before pushing. Oh, he's spotting them. So he probably moved Maglan up. If I can't stun or panic his units in key positions, pushing is gonna be really, really hard. At least like pushing over the open field. Pushing like from within a forest or something like here, that's certainly possible. But like pushing down this plateau, I don't want to try that. T-76 here. I'm gonna risk putting a CV here. That's the Rovite. Let's mortar them. Zephyr. Let's mortar where the Zephyr is hovering low. Never mind. Moving again. Let's not forget he does have the Barak too, so if I'm gonna be too aggressive with the Heinz, he might just at least damage and potentially snipe them. Grigori CV, nothing too surprising. He's very far back here. Very defensive. That's an Anafa. Could it be that the infantry CV is like right there? Or maybe he moved it up into the... No, he moved it into the buildings. He's gonna move it into the buildings. I know where the CV is, but once again, due to not having like any artillery or bombers, trying to snipe that is just gonna be... not impossible, of course, but just very hard. Pushing over here is always a bit weird because of stuff in there. There they are. Alright, I got them. He's reinforcing the north, so let's also put some more stuff down here. Get a tank. His forest anti-tank weaponry isn't amazing. Of course he gets Shaitet, but Zelda's Rovite are not gonna do all too well against this. Alright, you know what, let's smoke this off. Let's buy another T-72S just because it's heavy. But those are two. I think those are two Merkavas. Oh no, I might have fucked up here again. Come on, stop shooting at the right, please. Thank you. Stop! I said stop shooting! God damn it. No, stop reversing. He's showing the front armor to those, and I don't want that. EG-76 side here. Move! What are you doing? Ah, he sniped it. Yeah, obvious position. Oh yes, he has a Merkava there. 3B. Oh, okay, that explains it. How my PD-76 died. It's the Barak. Move the KHS there. KHS, not KAH. All the shit here got killed. Get some more Schützen. I mean, it's not, you know, if you think about it, not very surprising considering we haven't really killed many of his units there, and now suddenly he's overrunning me with Shiated. Jesus, that's a lot of Shiated. Oh, how about you? You nearly got sideshot there. What are those, please? No, these. Kill these. Maybe not the best call, but that's fine. Another tank city. Yeah, we shouldn't be aggressive here. Those are unfortunate. Try to kill those at least. He does have the Marbet here, but it's gonna have trouble getting line of sight up to this part there. Let's move. Oh no, you got spotted. I mean, you might as well finish them off, I suppose. Unless he has cluster, it's not gonna be too easy for him to kill them. Kerners can, but it also has to be a bit lucky, the Kerners. As great as it is, as OP as it is, blind bombing is not the most consistent unit. I prefer to put this in over here instead of the town, because at least I have some open field to protect it against sneaking infantry. Yeah, this is an R290. Two of them even. But like I said, they're probably not going to do all too much. I mean, they dealt 6 damage. Desperately need some recon there again. By this. Barak 2. Oh my, oh my. He actually still got it. I'm genuinely surprised. Genuinely surprised. No, don't move up there. I don't want you to draw fire anymore. Merkava there is quite a pain in the ass. Oh my. Kind of hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Can you repair this now, please? Wait, oh, he fired position there? Or did he briefly spot them because he stopped firing now? there are Maglan. You kill my Osa! Fuck you. Just stop panicking it, okay? And I think those should be all dead. Let's move you up, get you back here, and the other single squad in there. It's obviously not looking great. One of the most annoying things here is that she just keeps... Actually, yeah, sure, go for it. Oh, that's actually not great. It's actually not good at all. He has a Rovite coming up there as well. Oh, these Maglans should hopefully be dead at least. Oh, those are shy attack. They're gonna be annoying. Oh my god, let's get a new hind. I know he has the Machbet here, but maybe I can like kite him or something. What happened to his Gregory CV? He must have fucked up there. Because I don't believe I killed it. Oh, that's a TCM. I actually don't want you to resupply ammo. But I'm gonna need you to move down there, and I'll need some wheeled infantry in there as quickly as possible. Right. Yeah, so I was gonna say, can you please shoot there? That's why I buy tank CVs. I mean, an infantry CV would have been kind of safe in the town here, but no, I just prefer tanks. You have line of sight, thanks for firing. Well, there's the first Kernas of the game. Oh, those are Maglans. Oh, and it's another Magar. I did not see that one coming. Literally. Alright, you should shoot there now. Also, I should really watch out with my T-72S here. That's... Ooh, please, please, please. Oh, did you just miss? I think it just missed. I'm pretty sure it missed. Which is obviously incredibly horrible. I forgot I had the T-72M1 here the whole time. Could have and should have used it to like get shots down there. I think these shots had just killed something there? I'm not sure. Like, at least just these Spitzelov are doing some nice work. You're just gonna tank shots now, Mochitson. It's your job. It's your purpose now. Ah, it's 17 armor. The 95-point Magach is actually quite a good tank. Just see it so rarely because of... Oh no, please don't tell me I'm gonna lose my CV because I placed it in a very obvious position, aren't I? Oh, I might get away with this. I'm gonna move it here. I still didn't resupply this because I forgot about it. Let's get the T-72 down here. Let's try to see if we can get some kills. He's just overwhelming me with shit. I just can't get good trades. I'm gonna lose this here maybe. I am. Fucking hell, dude. 10 RPM versus 8. Could have microed the missile, of course. I lost it actually to the second one after trying to move it. But at least I killed his thing. I mean, it's point-wise a decent trade, but still something that I'd like to avoid if possible. It's the Kernas again. Please don't drive into your that seat. Yikes. I'm really playing like ass here. At least to survive, so there's that. Let's put you like in here. I'll have to play as defensive as I can. And you might think this is a fireside level mistake, but I have to win off my lead. He actually countercapped this? When did it happen? Why did I not notice that? That's so bad. Why, like a Strela, I can't be asked to micro my AA. We also desperately need some defenses here. Oh my god, the Magars! Did it just sideshot me? Fucking hell, these tanks are so good. And now I don't have anything to support these with. Fuck. I don't have any KHSs left, do I? Oh, did he put it in like there somewhere? When did right, I forgot that I told it to drive there. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Yeah, he's probably talking about his Gregory CV. I'm just gonna say it. You know, at first he's like, hey, you know, I'm a big fan, sorry for being salty. And I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. And then he doesn't even wait for me 2 minutes and stops to stop the countdown. I'm just gonna say that's a bit of an asshole-ish move, okay? Of course I'm saying that now, because I'm obviously about to lose. But you know, that's just how it is. I can in theory win off this, and I'm gonna try, but it's obviously not looking very good. I need another scout. This seat as well. It's just not gonna. Draft under my gut there. He actually got it. Well, what do you say? You know, oh, it's very inconsistent. Bam, he gets it at the second try when I'm not even moving it. Probably should have moved it instead of microing my AA, but 10 minutes, that's more than enough for him to win with a +1. I can't win this. I played bad and it's obviously a bad matchup. You know, Forest fighting with Eastern Bloc is bad. It's obviously better against Israel with the 23 AP, but it's still not amazing dealing with Magars and Makamas because they have 7 and 9 and 10 RPM. My tanks have 8 RPM, even though they're auto-loaded. But the thing is, if the shots come out at the same time, even if you panic a Magar with your first shot, if you shoot at the same time and damage each other at the same time, the second shot still comes out with 10 RPM. The morale does not immediately come into effect. Of course, if you get your shot off a bit earlier, before their shot, then the shot afterwards is obviously still affected by hey, I finally got a fucking tank that they're just ridiculously strong. Then of course, you know, they're affected by morale, but most of the time that was not what was happening. I mean, I can just call it instead of dragging it out. I'm just gonna say it though, asshole move to not wait, you know? Yeah, this was very clear. Yeah, I was just completely outclassed in terms of units here. Not surprising, but I mean, Modchits are obviously one of the best infantry, but not when you're up against Israel in forest fights. Modchits do require support in forest fights. In town fights, they're absolutely amazing, but in forest fights, if you don't have the necessary support. Well, now I'm actually a bit salty, I'm not gonna lie. I am a bit salty, but I don't wanna welcome. You're walking. My brain is fried. I don't wanna let my frustration out on him here. It's a bad look, and it's just simply my emotion right now. Yeah, quickly look at the deck. I mean, support AA is very solid. No real complaints here. AA was also just not the issue. But artillery is just very, very weak. Arm 70 is fine, but it's also just a matter of fitting it into the deck, right? With only 45 activation points. If this was a proper coalition with 55, I might have put it into the deck, but infantry. I used Yegok Day instead of Yakion Day simply because availability. I did not want to have only 8 squads of infantry with 23 AP launchers. And considering that I also rely on them for having anti-tank weaponry in forests, I actually value the 15 HP more than I value their anti-infantry capabilities, as well as their speed. So yeah, considering that I'm buying them mainly for the anti-tank weaponry, but anti-infantry DPS and other things are not as important to me as availability and strength in this scenario. In other decks, it might have looked different, but also BTR ADA is a prototype, although on this map also wouldn't have helped too much, I think. LSTR would have been absolutely amazing with their consistency, 24 AP and the range. They would have helped a good amount, especially on the left. If I put one in the town, could have probably gotten some shots of the Markava 3B, I reckon. But I mean, LSTR just my favorite unit in the game. Obviously they would have done a big difference. Woching Su have a slow 5-pointer, which was a bit annoying, so do Mudchitson, but the infantry is fine. It's just that the fire support and the tanks are just not quite up to the task. So I talked about it, artillery and mortars, good mortar, but there's no amazing or no outstanding artillery. It's just very basic. East Germany does have the Mister, of course. Wouldn't have done much here either, though. I think that's not too surprising. T90S and John Maho 5. John Maho 5 I would have preferred over the T72 M1 with I believe 19 AP and 16 front armor, if I'm not wrong. Still only 8 RPM, however, it's auto-loaded though. I don't think it would have done much in this game, but I would have used that instead. T90 also wouldn't have helped here, but the fact that the T72S and S1 just don't have 9 RPM, that hurt a lot in this match. I lost a lot of my tanks to Smagars and rarely traded my tanks. I didn't even trade my tanks, I just simply lost them without getting a lot of value out of them. It's not just purely down to 8 RPM, I microed horribly in this game, but it's just that on top of microing badly, the matchup just wasn't very good. Recon, the Recon is fine. Infantry is decent. Recon vehicles, though, just nothing outstanding. North Korea does offer the wheeled grenade launcher and Conquer's wheeled vehicle, which would have been like a bit memey, but once again, I think especially on this map, also wouldn't have done much. It's very much a close quarter map, dictated by medium and medium heavy-ish tanks and mechanized infantry spam. While my infantry, like I said, isn't too bad, this deck doesn't have the necessary support vehicles for force. At least not the necessary ones to keep up with Israel. Vehicles. I mean, that's also a fine vehicle, but considering that I have it in its support tab already, I didn't think it was necessary. Although maybe it would have been good with the extra ground range against the Rovite spam, but I obviously didn't know what I was up against. Helos are fine. You lose the DHS MI-24 by Germany, but I just in general don't think that's a very good unit anyways. And planes, I could have obviously used the B5, and it could have obviously done a lot in this game, but I think a 1 per card bomber, just not quite the thing. In hindsight, maybe I should use the SE-22 more, considering I never really went for deep dives with the SE-25. And just trying to get like hit with single missiles might be better with the SE-22, considering it does have 30 AP and a bit more range. It's also a bit cheaper, and it's just as fast, just as survivable, at least excluding front armor, but front armor is usually not nearly as impactful as rear armor would be. Yeah, I didn't talk a lot about the other planes, but I think it should be fairly self-explanatory. Most of North Korean planes are just straight up horrible. SF is fine, Lazur is obviously nice, and then the MiG-21 rocket pod. Compared to the Su-7, I think it's pretty obvious, you get the same rocket pods, but for 5 points more you get AA missiles, which, they're not amazing, but they're AA missiles. And you're all obviously, and it is even more important, significantly faster. ECM is nice, but not a big deal. I do wonder, however, if is the rate of fire different? No, the rate of fire is the same. I was wondering if maybe you could split them East German ones into less bursts. Maybe you can split these once more, since you have 4 rocket pods here and only 2 on the MiG-21. Unless there's maybe some more down there, but I don't know. I think that's really all there is to say. CVs, no infantry CV, like I said. I think that I used tank CVs was the right choice, but it obviously didn't win me the game. I mean, I still lost the game, right? So, yeah. Always one of the a pretty weak coalition. The Norway, UK at least had like really good infantry with Stormer and stuff. But this one is just oof. It is just decent infantry and AA. It's good, I guess. Everything else is just I suppose, If you look at where is it? UK Norway. At least it's like really good spam infantry. Tanks were also awkward. AA was horrible. But I think I probably would have done better with this deck. The map was small, so the AA didn't have to drive very far. The tanks would have been probably worse because Leopard 1 can get one shot in forests. And at 10 armor, the Magach has just enough AP to one shot the Leopard 1 in the forest range. So it would have not been very great, and the Challenger 1 is obviously also pretty bad at forests with low speed and 8 RPM. But I do have Paratroopers 90 with 20 RPM, 22 AP. I would have had a Bomber, which could have done a lot of work, because up until he had the Barak 2, his anti-plane AA wasn't particularly good. I think I would have done better, but I probably still would have lost. Against Israel held in a very small place, it's always going to be very tough. Maybe you remember that match I had against Esmusain on the map. In any case, let's actually switch to the other deck. I don't know what I'll play next. Maybe I'll try to see if I can find a more competitive coalition. I'm not gonna do anything like, hey, US plus UK, haha, haha, very funny. I mean, even though the US obviously loses its prototypes, I don't think it would be very interesting, because it would probably just revolve around US and then some UK units here and there. So I'm gonna exclude USA and USSR in these type of videos, and probably Israel as well. But we will see what'll be up next. Maybe I'll see if I can get something else done, but I don't want to talk about it just yet. It's nothing fancy, but I don't want to, promise anything and then not deliver. We'll see. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll hopefully see you next time.